In teaching 17, the case was made that everyone who bends the knee to the lordship of Jesus is a leader, because leaders influence, and each of us have some influence over others. Now, as a believer matures in the faith, God, through his church, recognizes their gifts and graces and raises them to greater positions of leadership. Now, the new convert has influence in the kingdom, and the seasoned warrior has influence in the kingdom. Now, Peter's concern was for those that were raised, church leaders, for the elders. Now, the idea of being a leader among God's people, of course, has Jewish roots. When Moses felt the burden of leadership, that there just wasn't enough time to meet the needs of the people by himself, 70 others were raised up to positions of leadership among the people. And as the nation evolved, every town had elders who gathered to administer justice. Now, the idea of being a leader among God's people also has Greek leanings. Now, in the Greek culture, the elders also acted kind of like mayors, helping to govern. It was Paul's custom, the Apostle Paul's custom, to ordain elders in every congregation that he planted. And not only did these elders take care of administration, they were also defenders of the faith. Now, Peter gives us guidelines for elders. And as we have recognized, these instructions really are applicable to every area of Christian ministry. Remember that ministry is love, and love is seeking to meet the need of another. And above all else, love is the guideline for the Christian influencer. In areas of ministry, it is God who calls and equips. A calling is God's special assignment for you, the things that he wants you to do. And it's not wise to seek a calling, for it's God who calls. That call captures and compels you. And often at first it's resisted because a person can't imagine that they have what it takes to do what God has laid on their hearts. It's up to the individual to answer the call. Now, there are those who get enamored with the spotlight or the power and the prestige of being the person in charge. They seek the office. Most likely such a leader is going to wind up creating more problems than resolving. Now, Peter has warned us about such leaders, and we'll pick up on that next time in our next delve deeper. What's most important for disciples of Jesus is to understand that they have been saved for a purpose. There's a task, and there may be many different tasks over the course of a lifetime that a believer is to accomplish, but they have been called to a task. It's their calling. Well, what's yours?